Challenges of single mothers' children from broken homes. The Universal Charter on the Rights of Children, UNESCO, insists that every child has a right to education and welfare by their parents and civil societies. Research also showed that most of the crimes and challenges faced in society today are linked to the absence of education and adequate parenting for children, the bulk of which are children from broken homes and family. Welcome to today's episode of Single. As usual, we invited another single mother to share her story with us. And of course, I remain your host, Mercy Evans. You are welcome to Single.
Thank you.
Can we meet you?
Yeah, good afternoon. Hello. My name is Vivian.
So, Miss Vivian,
Yes.
how did you become a single mother?
Okay, I became a single mother at my early stage of life, like in my early 20s. So I felt I found love, and that stage in life we make mistake, but I felt it was something I had to do, or something that was supposed to happen.
Something that was supposed to happen. Okay, for how long have you been a single mother?
Been a single mother for over 4 years now.
Over 4 years. So, what was the reaction of your family when you told them that you were pregnant?
At first, they were angry, but my mom was just, mothers they are always happy when they find out that their grandchild is coming. But fathers are always angry. But my mom was happy, but my dad was angry. But when I gave birth, he started loving the child and seeing him as his grandchild and doing everything he needed to do for his grandchild.
So, being a single mother, do people treat you differently in the society because you're a single mother?
Okay, yes, at first they did, but I wasn't allowing that to weigh me down because I knew they felt I did what was wrong, but in me, I did what was right because many people I've seen, they're looking for children. Some are still even looking for one they can call theirs. But I have this thing, this treasure, and I say that many people don't have. So I don't let the society ride over me.
So what was the process like during the pregnancy? What was it like?
It's a very hard one though, because why I would say it's a hard one is because I don't have a husband. I have a boyfriend, a baby dad, and he wasn't buoyant enough then. My mom was the one trying to push this thing because of that grandchild thing. So at first it was hard, but the day I gave birth, and I believe we started opening, and now
For him?
for my baby's dad. But now he's okay. He's living well.
So what happened between you and him?
Let's just say then I was covered with this love thing. So I didn't want to know this guy. The little I knew him, I was okay with him. I was even ready to get married to him. But now, every day our mentality changes. Yeah, so now I believe I've reached to a certain point that I can make these decisions. I can say this is right and this is wrong. So I believe we knew ourselves very well now, and we can now pick what is right from wrong. And marriage is not what you just go into and come out. It's not a relationship. So if you know this, you can't take it. You can't bear it. It's just better you just don't start what you cannot finish. So I believe that's the problem now.
Are you people still together?
Together, we are not dating, we are not doing anything. The only thing we are doing now is taking care of our child.
Okay, he reaches out to you.
Yeah, he takes care of his child very well.
Okay. So, what really happened? I really want to know what happened between the both of you that made the both of you to decide, okay, we don't want to continue dating or getting married.
When I was pregnant, from the second month till the ninth month. My mom was the one I was taking care of the child at first, but it came to a point I cannot walk because I was heavy. So my mom was the one doing the resting. So then it was time my 8th month. I started seeing because we were I was mad at him because of his attitude and something. So we became enemies. I took him like my enemy. But time grew that my mom was like, no, I have this child, so I will not let him, because of this situation, I will not just let it ride over me. So we became close. But later when I gave birth and he started going away from me, like, because I was staying in my family house. So we were not together, so that friendship wasn't that strong again. So every feeling started dropping side by side. So with the thing I had with him when I was pregnant, the anger was him. So sometimes my mommy asked me, do you want to still marry this guy? I would say no. So I don't know, he was speaking from that thing I was saying then. So now he's not throwing that thing back at me that, okay, after my mom told me if I would marry him and I said no. So it came to a point when I went to bury my dad and I came back, I went for the remembrance. So when I even went to bury my dad, before I went to bury my mom was like, went to his dad's place. I told his dad that he would like him to follow us to bury my dad. And the dad said no, that he would not allow his child go where he doesn't know. So I grew that anger, kept on multiplying. So, and sometimes you just make sure that apart from dating, make sure you know this family and make sure they like you. So I feel he doesn't like the part, dad doesn't like me, because even till now my mom died, he hasn't called me.
That is the father of your
will I say
the father of your baby's dad.
He hasn't called me and he hasn't said anything to me. So I felt if the dad would give me this, the son can also do that to me. So, and that's just it.
So what I would like to know is this. You've been referring to his dad. It's not as if he is the one dropping you. He's not the one that walked out of the relationship.
Okay.
So what effort did you make to make him realize that, okay, then it's because of the pregnancy I said no, but now I want you. What effort did you really put in place to bring him back?
Like, I wanted to say that when I went to bury my dad and I went for the remembrance, I came back. So because I had to keep my son with him, so because of the journey and everything.
Okay.
So when I came back, I went to pick my son. He called me and said, "What did my uncle say?" I said, "My uncle did not say anything." He said, "Did they ask of him?" I said, "They didn't ask of you, because when I wanted you to go and introduce yourself, you didn't go." She was like, "Okay, that he wants to tell me that he has a girlfriend that he wants to get married to. That so he has found with my character that the relationship cannot work and can't lead to marriage." I was angry because I felt he was the person I'm getting married to, or I would get married to. So I kept on begging. I had to call his brother, because that is the only one that listens to me and helps cool. He used to help cool when the pressure is high. So he was like, okay, he cannot force his brother to get married to who he doesn't want to get married to, but he will pray and keep his finger crossed that this should happen. I always tell me that this divided home, because then, I'm not saying because I'm not to say it, their mom had died long, so their stepmom wasn't treating them nice. So they have this experience of stepmom thing. So that's one of the issues. So that's why he's trying to let his brother know this thing you want to do is not right. But when somebody's mind is made up already,
So he's married now?
He's not married.
Do you want to be reconciled with him?
I don't think I would want to do that.
Why?
Because yes, I love him, and I definitely know I would still love him. I will continue to love him because he's the first person that I get. So, but sometimes, like I said, marriage is not what you just go into because of your children or and because like now because I'm a single mother, I want to just get married to my baby's dad. But there are things you cannot take in a relationship or a marriage that you know you cannot take. So it's better you don't go into that marriage and get divorced. I know divorce is people take divorce as something that is wrong, but there's a stage it will come. You have to, that divorce is supposed to come. So for me not to even get inside there, so the divorce will come. Let me just don't even start.
So why will you not? Okay, can you just tell us one thing that is really pushing you away from him?
Okay, the most important thing to me is not this kind of person that this kind of person I like attention. It's not like you come and sit down all the whole day. But it's not the kind of person that plays. Like his plays once in a while. So me I cannot cope. Even his son said it to my face that he knows he's not this good at this. Now he wants to, he's getting close to his son.
So don't you think your influence will help him?
I've tried like countless times. I've tried. So it's not working.
So it's a no-go.
It's a no-go.
Yeah. Alright. So has any man, are you in a relationship now?
For now, no. I'm not.
Do you still believe in love?
I do, and I will keep on.
And you are ready to love another person?
Yes.
Because I just noticed you said, I'm still in love with my baby daddy. I love him and I will always love him. And I don't want to marry him.
Yes.
So do you think
you can still love somebody but you don't want to have anything to do?
Don't you think it will affect your next relationship or your marriage?
Yes, I've gone into a relationship that it did. It affected it. Because it's not because of my child, but because of that calling my baby dad want to call and talk to
your son.
Talk to my son and talk to me sometimes. Because not everything he wants to tell my son. Sometimes we want to talk about school fees and the well-being of the child. So it will sometimes bring issues. But I just felt the right person.
It has affected one relationship. Don't you think it will affect? Is it not better?
It might affect, but I feel that when the right person comes, it will not.
You'll stop loving him and you now transfer the love to the right person.
Telling you, I will keep on loving him because no matter what, when I look at my child, I'll still remember the source. So me telling you that I'll keep on loving him is because yes, he's the first person. But doesn't mean I will not love my husband. That will get married.
And it will not affect your career.
No, I don't think.
You don't think. So has any relation, okay, you just said your relationship ended because of him.
Yes.
Okay. So as we speak right now, there are pregnant girls. There are some girls that have made this mistake that we made in the past. And they are pregnant, they've been rejected. So what would your advice be to them?
Okay, they should keep on doing it because I'm talking about my own story. When I was pregnant, I was fighting and it came to a stage because of the frustration and everything. I wanted taking it off, but I still thank God today because today I don't have a mom, I don't have a dad. But with that child, there are things I would want to do. But if I remember I have a child, I do not want to do it because I feel I have a legacy now that I'm keeping. Yet I don't want to do it. But if I had aborted him, I would have gone wayward by now. I'm very sure because maybe frustration. Sometimes I will be deep in thoughts and he will just come, Mommy, what's wrong with you? And everything will just smile, everything will just go. So just feel that child, they say children are from God, yes. So I believe every child out there, they're blessing to their parents. So I just advise them, the road is rough now. It would be rough or it's rough, but there'll be a time they will smile. They will smile. So that will be.
Looking at you right now, you are young, you are beautiful. What would you say is your greatest regret?
Okay, the only regret I have is that I would have, how would I say, studied this guy very well and know more about him before
getting pregnant.
But that's my regret. But having that child there, I am not regretting. I would never. I would never.
So for how long did I notice you be emphasizing on I would have studied him, I would have studied him. For how long did you date him before getting pregnant for him?
Okay, we only dated for 3 months.
3 months. And what was his reaction when you told him you were pregnant for him?
Okay, I was young people that were not ready for anything. I was ready, but as young people that was not ready for anything, he said no to it. He rejected the child, let me be honest. But that's why sometimes, if I even remember, I keep on hating him the more, because he called me, and because there was their auntie from the same place that she's still a police officer till now. So I was living with her before I went back to where I was staying and I met him. So I was good to this auntie. I was doing everything in her house like it was my own house. So when she heard I was pregnant and everything, she was like, okay, this guy is a good girl. So I would want to see the end of it. And if the guy wants to do anything, I don't mind going this for this girl. So when we got to the place and she found out that it was their auntie that they knew from where they were staying when they were young. So then he traveled. So his dad was around him. His dad called him, and he called me and told me on the phone that because I brought police officer to his place, to his dad's place, then that child is not his. He clearly told me that then. Anytime I remember that, and sometimes if we have issues on this, there's a friend of mine that knows everything from scratch. So like, he doesn't have right to this child. I'm not even supposed to let him see the child. I'm supposed to no. I don't want to. I don't want my child to grow up without knowing his dad. I just want to give him that privilege to know his dad. So that's just it.
Has being a single mother or being pregnant make you lose anything?
When I was pregnant, I didn't lose anything. So being a single mother, the only thing I'm losing now is maybe work. It's only work. So that's why I prefer learning. I thank God I learned when I was breastfeeding. I learned how to make clothes. So now I prefer opening my own shop, and I want to be the owner of my own business. Because if I say I want to go out there and work, their work I've seen 1 week on, 1 week off. Who will take care of my child? So why am I working? I'm working because I want to take care of my child. So I cannot keep that child and go and work. I don't know what will happen to my child. So sometimes I lose this opportunity of getting good work, which I'm seeing, but I sometimes want to place my son. He's my number one priority. So that's it.
So it has deprived you good jobs.
From good jobs, yes.
So how has it been raising your son?
The only problem I feel I have is mostly raising a child without a dad close to you is something else. It's something else. Like, it's a very big, because lately I went to his elder brother's place, because I and his elder brother, we are close, and so as his wife, we are very close. So she like, she never knew I was this strong, because she's also pregnant. She never knew I was this strong until now. Because there are sometimes at night she would want to sleep and baby would just kick her. And sometimes the husband that will now rub the child and everything would just. But sometimes I was there, I was working in town then, I was pregnant. Because I did not tell anybody I was pregnant. Because where I was working, even if I told them I was pregnant, they would not allow me work. And I needed money to take care of this child because dad wasn't there to do. So I didn't tell anybody I was pregnant. Sometimes I would stay under the rain, serve, and at night I would be feverish and I would be sick. So nobody was there to take care of me. So I was the one doing all this on my own. So it was very bad experience. I would not want any woman outside there or mother outside there to experience. So there's nothing as sweet as you having a caring husband when you are pregnant. Even if that person is not yet married to you. But even if it's a baby dad, at least just show that concern then, that time. Just show that concern. There's nothing as sweet as that.
At what point did he come back? Because I noticed you said something like he said the child he's not his, and why did you come?
Because when I was 8 months he came back.
1 month, 2 months till 8
Did it,
months.
yes.
Wow.
Came back. So that 8 months are already due.
Mm-hmm.
So the hardest part of everything I already faced it. So it was just like
And he showed up.
showed up.
Since that 8 months now, he has been there for you.
He has been there for the child alone.
Okay,
Not me. So anything I am today, by the grace of God, I can beat my chest and say everything is from my sweat.
So have you seen or met any married woman that wish to leave her husband's house to become a single mother?
I have, but sometimes if you say you want to leave, I would ask you. There's no perfect marriage. There's no perfect marriage. But the only thing I would ask you also is that if you know that man beats you,
Okay.
that's only what you're not supposed to take in a relationship. But in a marriage, sorry. So, but you see cheating. I can tell you literally all men.
So they should not leave their marriages because
of cheating or anything. But you see that beating us with that violence, domestic violence, thank you. They can leave the man. They can leave it. But I would also advise you, if you know you want to go away, hope you can take care of your child alone. Because I know, there are women that will take care of their child alone. They are financially buoyant, yes, they can take care of their child alone. But that parenting stuff with the father and the mother is better.
So you advise them to stay.
To stay when it does not
involve domestic violence.
But if it does, just run away from it.
It's been nice talking with you. It's been nice having you on our program today. And we have a little gift for you. So from the sponsors of Single with Elvas TV, we have this little gift for you. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
And thanks for sharing your story with us.
Okay.
And thank you for watching today's episode of Singles. I remain your host, Mercy Evans. And please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more episodes of Singles. Until I come your way next time, remain blessed.